So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looks to throw on first. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott now. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now Elliott. And he spins away. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Switzer now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Jack 16.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Focus.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys, they're 7-5 now and really playing energized football these last few weeks. How much of this has to do with Amari Cooper? I mean, you look at the win against New Orleans, they just looked dominant. Yeah, they did, didn't they? And you go back to Thanksgiving night against Washington, Amari Cooper was dominant himself. He is a part of it and a good part of it. But to me, it's still Ezekiel Elliott really being activated as a ball carrier, and that allows Dak Prescott to throw off a play action and be much more effective. And now it's 7-5, leading their division. You mentioned the win over Washington. It's a 4-game win streak after the victory against the Saints. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. On 2nd down, Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys. Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Swing to the set right. To the right.
The give is to Elliott. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Jonathan Bostic in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Everyone's got 4. Set! Black 20. Show that bench release and go. Take 2 of them.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bell. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
4 down.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Left, left, left. Jack 16. Quarter.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Set. Black 20. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Bud Dupree in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. They got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep. And that is caught. Touchdown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Set! Like 80! 50!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Take 2 of them.
Here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Third down here.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
To throw is Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the target there.
This interception will go on the record of the quarter field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Eat these two.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They're going to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that. And
he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Boswell good with the extra point. Back now in Pittsburgh. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, It could end up in enemy's hands again.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to Elliott again, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A give to Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Here's Prescott dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try to throw now. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get a side kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Good job, guys. Set! Like 30! 4 down! 20 seconds.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Take both of them. Set! Blue 30!
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set! Blue 30!
Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Set! Like 20!
Now it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set! 180!
Ben to throw again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Focus, focus. Set! 180! Squirrel!
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Set! Like 20!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A road win in the National